Annie. Didn't want to say it, but it's true. It's the truth. I was going to say, you need like a minimum 1 year subscription for VIP. It's low. Weird. Give me 1 sec. How's that? Is that better? Didn't switch anything around. Hi Titan, how are you? Okay guys, I hope you all had a wonderful week. You'd rather be a VIA than a VIP. What's a VIA? Lots of news. Oh my gosh, I feel like these weeks are flying. Thank you, Most Posts.
Variety is the spice of life.
2 months in a row for this one. Thanks for sticking around and hanging out with us, Most Posts. We should be having another stream at that house coming up the next week, I think. We'll be finishing it up, so stay tuned for that. Very important asshole. So good. So good. First of all, when you went to Wegmans tonight, Annie, there was no milk, no cereal, no orange juice, no frozen fish, and no toilet paper. Hi, Scooter Beach. All the shelves were almost bare. It was the craziest thing you've seen in a long time. The entire island here is sold out of toilet paper. So thank God we bought it like 2 weeks before this happened. Because yeah, there is no finding any. And then another thing on our end here is someone in town here. So there's like 10,000 of us living in this little town. So one guy thought he'd be really smart and buy all of the hand sanitizer from all the stores and then try and sell it for like $30 a bottle on Marketplace. And no one's buying it from him. This guy's gonna be stuck with like 80 bottles of hand sanitizer when this is over. The store had to shut at 7 p.m. to restock. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys, like the entire States is under a state of emergency. I don't think we're there quite yet in Canada. That's one of the largest grocery stores in your town. We have not actually been into many grocery stores in the last little bit, but I think we're okay here. It's not as bad. So I think we're still like pretty isolated from all the bad stuff happening. Mind you, like Washington is getting hit pretty hard. So yes, let's just all wash our hands and be very sanitary. That's all I can say. Oh no! I totally didn't think that was gonna happen. But I mean, it is a smart thing to do, right? That's so sad. So it's canceled, not just postponed, it's actually canceled. Virtual learning. Oh my gosh. That's kind of like streaming, I guess. Like you're gonna stream with your students? Yeah, exactly, Titan, you're good. Yeah, robots can get coronavirus? So much stuff is canceled. Honestly, guys, we're a little bit worried about our wedding, but we're not gonna stress about it until we have to. That's it.
Yeah, don't stress about something you can't change.
Yep, that's it. Not gonna think about it until we really have to. Wow, that is crazy. Well, thanks for like the updates, guys, because it is very interesting to see how this is unfolding in all the different places around the world. Yeah, Twitch wedding at home, except pretty sure we can't get our deposit back, so that's not good. Okay, so today, full English breakfast. Some of you might not know what that is. I think we should do a little bit of Cook with Kate history today. It's been a bit since we've done this, and I know this meal is not gonna take me very long to make, so we're gonna put some effort into it. Sammy's done. Sammy's like, you are the farthest from VIP right now, bruh. You already bought a graphics tablet to be able to teach online. That is very cool. I'm intrigued by this. I'm sure that is something that you never thought you would see when you were like, yeah, I want to be a teacher. Never thought you'd be teaching your students from home. Very cool though. And then let us all remember how privileged we are that some of us are able to do that, right? All right, full English breakfast. Who in chat has had this before? I have had it, and I was in England. Happy to say that, guys, and I can confirm it is delicious. This is, if I can remember clearly, I was in the little town of Newquay, which is like a surfing town, and this is my meal that I had before I went out surfing for the day. Perfect. I needed something that would like hold me over, fill me up, and give me lots of energy. You have to look into video streaming hardware. Well, let us know, Annie, if you need help with anything. Titan, yeah, don't be teaching children. A full breakfast is a substantial cooked breakfast meal often served in the UK and Ireland. Typically includes bacon, sausage, eggs, black pudding. I'm sorry we don't have that today, but maybe that is something we can make together in the future. Also, the baked beans, which Annie said was the best part. It also has, for a little bit of balance, tomatoes and mushrooms. And then a beverage is usually served on the side. Obviously with breakfast, it's either coffee or tea. It comes in different regional variants and is referred to by different names depending on the area. While it is colloquially known, big word of the day, guys, colloquially known as a fry-up in most areas of Britain and Ireland, it is usually referred to as a full English breakfast in England. And then as a full Irish and full Scottish and full Welsh, full Cornish, carrying on. Have I looked at the Black Magic web streamer? I have never even heard of that. This meal is so popular in Britain and Ireland that many cafes and pubs offer the meal at any time of the day as an all-day breakfast, which I think is a great idea. So that's why we're making it for dinner tonight. It's also popular in other English-speaking countries, particularly countries that were once a part of the British Empire. Canada. Except I don't see it in very many brunch spots here, so I cannot confirm that statement. The full breakfast is among the most internationally recognized British dishes, along with such staples as bangers and mash, shepherd's pie, cottage pie, fish and chips, roast beef, and Sunday roast. See if we can get some origin and history on this, like when it was first made. There is nothing. We might have to dive deeper. Oh, there's a Serious Eats guide to a full English fry-up. UK represent, boy! Amazing. Daryl, let me know how I do. Sam, have you ever had this before? He has. I didn't think he would. Okay, so there's no history on when this was first eaten or being made, but we know it's gonna be delicious. Yeah, the Sony big boy camera. Oh, look at you. Since the 13th century. Thank you, Daryl. Coming in hot. So this has been made since the 13th century. All right, let's check out our tray of goodies. There is one thing missing from our tray right now, and it is the hash browns. So we're gonna do the Cavendish hash browns, kind of like the McDonald's shaped ones. You can get them from Costco. So we got, yeah, these tomatoes. I swear they're real. Our baked beans, if you guys can remember back to our brisket baked beans that we made on stream a couple weeks back now already. Oh, Matt, happy Friday, my dude. I'll show you something since you're in here real quick. I know you'll appreciate it. Sammy and I are feeling like some beverages tonight. So, first one, a Cloudburst Hefeweizen. I picked that one for Sam. It looks good. The color is definitely hazy. And then Apple Belgian from Salt Spring Island. Gonna be so good. Spring Water organic malt, and it's 6%. It's made with fresh Gravenstein apples from a farm just down the road from the brewery. Biomat! Gotta go. You had the beer last weekend for the first time in over a year. And how did you react? Okay, along with our baked beans, those were all homemade. They had our homemade bacon and smoked brisket in there. And then they cooked for around 4 hours in the oven, in a Dutch oven. Our homemade bacon. I don't know if we can get a good view on that yet, but you guys will see when I open that up. Super good, cold smoked with applewood. And then last weekend on stream, we made some sausages from scratch. So our bacon cheeseburger sausages, and then the vegetables on the Full English, griddled tomatoes and mushrooms. Hey Speed, how's it going, dude? It was a delicious IPA from Stone Brewing. It's gluten reduced. That is so smart that some breweries are doing that. They use an enzyme to knock the gluten levels to below 20 parts per million. And then it doesn't really affect you? Bye, Omat. Take care, dude. So good seeing you. So if it's under 20 parts per million, the gluten levels, then you're okay. That is so cool. What did Speed do? What? Cheese blintzes. Those look beautiful. Like, that's so fancy. I want that now. High density. Some people are super sensitive, but you're not one of them. Well, that's awesome. And so then you had no issues, I'm gonna say. Yeah, all made from scratch. Crepes, like once you get them, they're not that bad, right? All right, so as promised from Sunday's stream last week, we got to show off our little birthday haul, I guess we'll call it. I don't know what the best view is for this, probably this one. So if you caught the stream last Sunday, is we went shopping. We took some of our bits that you guys donated to the stream, and we bought a few things with that money. And then I also used a little bit of money from my grandma. So thanks, Grandma. So it was mainly the blood work that made you go to a gluten-free diet. So you never really felt like you were affected. Huh. The illegal parking stream. Who did that? It's a Sunday. You don't pay for parking on Sundays.
I would drive down the one-way road.
Who drove down the one-way road? Not us. No. Okay, so one thing that I've wanted on my stream, well, for the past 2 years since we started, is a Moroccan tagine. Some of you will totally remember me talking about this. It's been said too many times. So finally, Sammy spots this tagine in the store on Sunday. Yeah, a royal household. This
Actually-
one, I know.
Actually, Matt spots the tagine.
Matt spotted
And
it?
he's like, hey, you gotta buy this tagine for her so she shuts up. I'm like,
I didn't know.
guess so. But then I was like, I ain't paying $200 for this thing. That shit's crazy. So, I found one that was on marked down for 25% off. Then, I got an extra 5% off. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
30% off.
Carry
Let's
on.
check this thing out. Yeah, not me. I didn't drive down the one way. I'm not held liable here. Check it out. So it looks like kind of green here. I guess it's like a grayish green of sorts. So the brand is Emile Henry. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Mon Tagine. It comes with a really great book. And it is made in France, which I think is pretty important when it comes to expensive cookware.
The French.
And you know it's legit when you open the front page and you start with the French stuff.
By the way, I feel bad. I never asked you how you like electric goes.
Let's see what they say about this thing. Ooh, one really interesting thing about our tagine, which we are going to be using on Sunday this week, is you kind of have to do a seasoning in this, even though it's clay. So like there's the top, so it's shaped kind of like a hat. And to season it is you boil milk in it. And then where is this chip? Right here. You guys probably won't even see it. The smallest chip right here. And we got 30% off of this thing. We checked, it doesn't affect like how it's gonna steam in there. So totally makes sense. So that's what I used from grandma's money. It's beautiful. So a Sunday's meal cooked in this Moroccan chicken tagine. Yeah, is that gonna fit in the stove? Just gotta take all oven racks out except one. Hi Torino, how are you? Crimson. Yeah, that's the weirdest looking bong I've ever seen. Yeah, bong ruined. Okay, next one. This one was from my parents. And this is another thing that we've needed or wanted for quite a long time is like a really big Dutch oven. So I believe it's like 7.2 liters. She's a big boy and she's heavy. So cast iron, enamel coated. I love its little like steam nipple of sorts here. So unlike the Staubs and stuff like that, is they only have the one little steam drop in the middle. And let's just say we will make very large amounts of things in here, like a big old stew, meal prepping. She's a nice one. Yeah, there's a nipple? What? Okay, so those were the really big ones. And then Sammy found some interesting things. So a little measuring cup that looks like a shot glass, except I don't know if it will focus on this good enough. Instead of just having like ounces, it has milliliters and teaspoon and tablespoon. So really awesome for like all liquid things. And then you don't get your measuring spoons wet. Makes sense. It is a shot glass. Yeah, awesome for whiskey shots. I have never had that other than a restaurant, so it's gonna be nice to use at home. This is a really cool measuring cup. You guys probably, or maybe have this at home. So it has the measurements on both the side and then from the top. So you can just look into it as you're pouring it instead of like bending down and trying to see if it's level. So this is a cool one. I like it. Also, it has a really nice little like rubber handle. We got one bigger one, and this one is the fat separator. So this one was a bit more expensive. And so what's supposed to happen is you pour your stock into here, and then this little mesh tray kind of separates the fat up there. And then we need to put the stopper in to keep the fat out of the spout there. And then that's awesome for like making a gravy. So like whisking your stock into your roux. Perfect. This is very fancy. I've never had one of these. I feel very fancy. Yeah, separate the fat. Why? Because there is a point where there would be too much fat in your gravy and it would just like have a layer on top. You're like, wow, it's not mixing in. Yeah, Baba. Exactly. Okay. Couple other small things. I found this really nice little brush here in our Chinese or Chinatown shop. Forget what the name of it is. Something Dragon. But it's like a huge Chinese import shop. So this little brush, way better and like much more delicate than this, which I think is a little bit ridiculous. I don't know if you guys have ever used the silicone brushes, but they don't work that good. Yeah, very rare Dragon hairbrush. It is super soft. See if I can open this. Make a mask out of it. Silicone is cool. It's not great for all things though. Yeah, so soft. And Sammy spotted this one, a noodle basket, because every now and then we do make nudes on stream. So this was a good purchase too. So you're able to put your noodles in there, dunk them into your boiling pot instead of struggling to like strain them. Just pull the noodle basket out.
Nudes.
Noodlers.
Noodlers.
Would it work for Spätzle? I would be a little bit worried. Yeah, maybe for reheating, but I would be worried that like the really soft dough when you first squirt it through the press would maybe stick to this when it first dropped in the water. Yeah, now we just need the noodle pot. Okay, now we're gonna switch our view here. To retrieve it. It's a little bit awkward. I think the spider is still better. Get a better range of motion with this guy. Okay, we're opening it up. This just in. The Super Bowl gains TV viewers, reversing the decline. And in today's newspaper, all right, so we begin. Oh, this is all the little delicate stuff. Couple of little like sauce dishes and side dishes. Yeah. So I went with this little koi fish design from the Chinese importer shop. So we went with it for like most of our little dishes that we got, or at least like something blue because our stream colors are blue. A couple of little dishes for condiments and sauces and stuff. Perfect for wasabi, yes. And stuff that's gonna look really good for photographing, for social media and stuff. some spoons. We got one soup spoon to go with our bowl here. And then a couple of like, I wouldn't say tasting spoons. I would probably use these for like salt and spices, stuff like that. But they are ceramic, so they're breakable. Very delicate. Do I have a fondue set? My parents do. Yeah, we don't fondue a ton, Sam and I. And then we also bought them the raclette set as well. And I do still want to do a raclette stream at some point. Hi, Cookie. How are you? Your ceramic spatula broke? You had a ceramic spatula. That's amazing. Okay, this guy packed it up good. The week was good. Very productive. Started some new jobs. We're finishing up some new jobs. Oh, also something exciting from my end. I don't know why I'm peeling that right now. OCD things. So yesterday, I did an interview with a Portland magazine. And that was something I've never done before. I was a little bit nervous at first. My voice was like shaky. But the guy was super nice. And what the article was about is to try and spread word about cooking streamers and the food and drink community. This guy writes food articles. It's called Heated is the magazine. And Mark Bittman is the one who actually contributes to it the most. So I don't know if you guys know who that is. So he approached some of the food and drink streamers, I guess, and is writing up an article. So he said he would send me the link because it's an online subscription only. And that way we'll be able to read it whenever it comes out. Very cool. Okay, there's our awesome dishes to play around with on stream. Really excited about these guys. I think they're really nice little pieces and they are unique. Yeah, thanks, Annie. I just think it's really important to do that kind of stuff for all of us. Yeah, dishes. The fish dishes. Exactly, Dongs. So we're not going to use any of those plates today on stream, but possibly tomorrow, I'm going to say, because we're doing a little bit of an Asian or Chinese theme. Yes, that's exactly it. Build the community. It was really funny when he asked me like what kind of growth I saw since I started streaming. I was like, well, honestly, when I started streaming like cooking, I think there was maybe 10 of us doing cooking streams, and there was no food and drink section on Twitch even. So it was cool to like look back on that with him. Okay, I'm gonna make up a little list because there are quite a few components to a full English breakfast, but some of the things can get cooked together at the same time. So we just want to stay organized so we don't get overwhelmed because it is a lot of stovetop cooking for this one. So we have to not forget about our hash browns. Either hash browns or toast, whatever you guys feel. I opted for hash browns. I like crispy potatoes. And also I like dipping hash browns in like the baked bean juices and egg yolk. So bake the hash browns, which will take about 15 minutes in the oven. We have our sausage and bacon, which we can cook together in the same pan. Just the sausage will be cooked a little bit longer than the bacon, that's all. Chef was before me, yeah, I think he has a year on me, so he's like 3 years plus. They canceled your jury duty. You know what that deserves? That's for you, Cookie. We'll never let it drop. Congratulations. Yeah, you're welcome. If only it made noise as it spun, right? Like, ding. Okay, we need to reheat our baked beans. And if I'm being honest here, I had some pretty lackluster beans on my full English breakfast. I don't think there is a ton of effort put into the beans here. Mind you, ours have a lot of effort in this. So yes, I'm reheating this. We're not gonna make the beans today, but I think canned beans are totally fine here. You kind of wanna keep it like inexpensive, really easy and cheap. So reheat our beans, and then our mushrooms and tomatoes are gonna get griddled. So I think I'm gonna pull out maybe one of my like cast iron grill pans to put on the stovetop to do the vegetables on. And then we'll do, in the big frying pan, we'll do our bacon and sausage. And then in the smaller frying pan, we will do our eggs. So eggs will be one of the last things that we cook for this because they don't take very long to cook. Also, we want our eggs to be nice and hot when we eat the meal. So eggs get cold really quickly, so you don't want to cook them ahead of time too far. The sausages were amazing. I mean, we smoked them on the Sunday when we made them, but I don't believe we've just cooked them straight up yet. So this is going to be something new for us today, Annie. Okay, that is it. Let's get started. Once we start crossing stuff off the list, it won't be as daunting. We are not scrambling the eggs. Sam would just not be happy with that. I have no other things to say. We will do sunny side up for Sammy. And I think I'll do over easy. You don't care for scrambled either. Boom. There we go. I don't mind them. I just need cheese in my scrambled eggs. They have to be cheesy. All right, we are going to put our beans into our pot and put those on the stove top. We might be filling up every single burner on the stove today. Gotta have your runny yolk. See, I'm kind of weird about egg yolk. I always try and like push myself to really like a runny egg yolk, but it's still not my favorite. I do find that if I have stuff to dip into the yolk, it's easier to eat that way. But when I was little, I needed my eggs like cooked hard. I've come a long ways, guys. It looks like I think we need to just add a touch of liquid to those beans to reheat them. You stocked up on rice and masoor dal at least, so you should be good for a while. Yeah. Yeah, yolk on buttered toast. Must be buttered. See if that loosened it up enough. So these beans, when we made them a few weeks back, obviously I froze them. They haven't just been sitting in the fridge. We used pinto beans as well as great white northern beans. And then we used bacon, brisket, some tomato paste, and then apple cider vinegar. Pretty simple, really. And really, they just need time to cook. So that looks better. And then we'll just reheat those on a really low heat. And it should maybe take 10 minutes, so we won't start them up just yet. Okay, our mushrooms. These are creminis. And they're quite large, like really nice. So this is something that our little brush could come in handy for. So like brushing the dirt off the mushrooms. Oh my gosh. Doesn't always have to be for wet stuff. Done. Because we're going to griddle or like grill the mushrooms, we're gonna do a little bit of a dressing on them. Otherwise they might get dried out. But we can mix them together with the tomatoes. We can do the same dressing on the mushrooms and the tomatoes. And there is nothing saying that you should only have like sausage and bacon for this. I've also seen it done with ham as well. Yeah, brushy brush. Cremini. Sounds like a crime family. That was a lot of dirt that we brushed off. And it didn't stay in the brush. Hey, look at that. Imagine if we didn't brush them. Your British friend likes ham with his, see? And what region do you know where he was from? I forget if mine had ham. All right, so these, we're gonna quarter them. We want our veggies to be nice and bite-sized. And these are quite large, but keep in mind that mushrooms do shrink quite a bit when you cook them. He was close to London. Okay. He also likes Marmite. Yeah, so there is no accounting for taste. I don't think I've ever tried Marmite still. Ham. Yeah, beef Sultan. Is that a weird one or what? Also, hope you are well. What is this ham blasphemy? Okay, I don't think we're gonna do this big guy. It's gonna be too much to fit onto the pan. Okay, now tomatoes. I'm gonna choose 2 of these. They're almost like too perfect to use. Oh, this was our Friday the 13th mishap today. My dad's watching this right now. He's gonna laugh. But he probably already knows what happened just by seeing this sign or checking this scene outside. So we got home. It was great. Had a perfect ride home. Didn't get hit by the radar cops. Bless us. Sam. Yeah, exactly. Here it comes. So yes, we know that Sam knows how to put paint onto a carpet, but he also knows how to take it off. So that was last year. That was what he learned last year. Thank you, Cookie.
With a tier 1 sub to be Sultan. They have given 162 gift subs in the channel.
3 months in a row. Be Sultan. Okay, so today we get home, pull up to the house, we're getting all the stuff out of the van, blah, blah, blah. Opens the door. Here comes a paint can.
Start that story a little bit before
Why?
because of the abrupt.
Oh, okay. So on the way home, we ended up having to like slam on the brakes because someone like preemptively stopped for someone that was 10 feet away from a crosswalk and none of us expected it. So yeah, near miss there. So then we hear all of the stuff in the van just go whoosh up to the front. Even with it strapped down. And so Sam didn't remember that happened on the way home. Opens up the door, paint can. Plop! Flips right on over to the lid. Yellow paint just starts flowing out of it. I'm like, oh no. This is right in our cul-de-sac. It's like, you're not just gonna leave it. So I was like, well, what do we do? So Sam like tries to scoop up underneath the lid so no more paint comes out and like flips it over and we get into the garbage bag. Then we had to use cloths, like the disposable cloths, to clean up all the paint. And then luckily our hose on the house reached all the way out to the street and we just like washed it down. So bad. So bad. Yeah, so much practice, but that's bad. We don't like washing paint down the drain. Okay, so that was our Friday the 13th story. I don't know about you guys. That was it though. It was good. And then the neighbor comes out. She's like, do you need help? Sam's like, nah, I know what I'm doing here. I can clean up paint. It was good. I was like, Sam, what we really should have done though, since the paint was yellow, was just like paint lines for the parking stalls, and everyone would be like, oh my gosh, they painted lines. Like, thank you, City of Souk. Yeah, very forward thinking, except it was too late. You love watching the show, but can I add other resolution options other than 1080? Makes it hard to watch on your end. Can I add other resolutions? I don't know if affiliates have that option. Yeah, it's all depending on Twitch. Sometimes they change it, sometimes they don't. The client can choose. Yeah, right? Okay, that's fair. Okay, so these tomatoes, since they're pretty small, I think we're just gonna quarter them as well. And then they'll grill up really nice without getting too soft. Yeah, I know most posts. When you select the gear, it only gives you one option. Shadow Badger! We got someone drunk in chat, guys. Love it. He's having a great day. Oh, does that mean we should open a beer? A beer of sorts? Okay, I'm gonna get these into a bowl, mix up a little marinade. And then we are gonna get our oven on. It is the only option. That is so weird. I am sorry for that. Yeah, I don't have any control on that. Sad to say. Because, yeah, I would love for everyone to be able to watch it in whatever quality they can. Yeah, partners get all the options. Just gives us reason to work harder. Okay, I'm gonna go with some olive oil. I like using olive oil with vegetables. It could be a Twitch glitch, but I know there's been other times when it's only been a 1080 option as well. And because we're grilling this, so hot, high heat, I'm gonna put quite a bit of oil. Don't want it to dry out. Okay, that. I think I'm gonna go with something I don't use a ton on stream, is some balsamic vinegar. Fune is back. I'm telling my friends. Fune's back. In the past, you've been able to select among lots of options. Yeah, maybe it's a Twitch glitch. Maybe it's Friday the 13th. Yeah, scat. Okay. Getting our balsamic vin on there. Good with mushrooms and tomatoes. Add lots of nice flavor. And then when we grill it, because balsamic vinegar is pretty sweet as well, it'll get some nice caramelization. Okay, so we're gonna give that a toss. And you might notice that we're not adding the salt and pepper just yet. And that's because I don't want this stuff to get too wet. So if we add the salt now, yes, it will season the veggies, but it's also gonna draw out a lot of moisture from them, which we don't want. So we're gonna salt and pepper right before we grill. Because wet vegetables on a grill, well, is gonna make it flare up, and then you might get like a gassy flavor. I won't on my pan because I'm using a cast iron griddle on an electric stove top. But if you were on like a gas barbecue outside, flare-ups are the worst. Such a bad taste on the food, and you will be able to tell. Encoding options are distributed to affiliates depending on availability. Interesting. See, View knows. Okay, put this aside. Next up, we're gonna deal with our bacon and sausage. And I'm gonna turn on the oven for our hash browns and get it preheating because it'll take about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna put our oven to 375 Fahrenheit. So 8 minutes it's saying for me. Hi, White Dove, how are you? Yeah, I'm glad we all came to a conclusion, and that's why I love you guys. Honestly, I think you know more than I do. What? Yeah, it is so good to know all of that, right? Just need a plastic cutting board for slicing our bacon. We like to package it without slicing it, but it's also why our big goal right now is for a meat slicer. It's time. Time for bacon? Yeah, at least you got to read the bottle. Okay, now we can look at the bacon. So we cooked this overnight with a pellet smoker in the Big Green Egg. This is the side we're gonna slice from. Super, super good. Applewood smoked. We made it ourselves. So what did we do? We brined it for a week, Sam? This is a pepper bacon. 6 days we brined it in a wet brine. And then we smoked it for like 12 hours. Highlight his message.
Yeah, about 12 hours.
Kate and your wife will understand if Sammy and you go leer at a virtual character in a digital bar, right? I suppose. Yeah, we'll allow this. Okay. I honestly never care when Sam games, so do what you want. I'm making dinner. You can either do thin sliced bacon or thick sliced. I'm gonna go with like a nice kind of slab here. This looks like about 1/4 inch. Yeah, not wife yet. Not yet. Speaking of weddings, though, while we're on the topic, guys, is I will be starting stream a touch later tomorrow as I have to go try on my wedding dress. It finally came in. And well, if I don't do that soon, they're gonna send it back. So we don't want that to happen. So my appointment's at 10:15. So I should be able to start stream around like 2 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, AKA gotta pay him. I know, right? Yeah, people might stock up on wedding dresses. DM View a picture. He'll see it before Sammy. Sam, how many slices of bacon would you like?
8.
They're too thick for 8. Also, you're having sausage and brisket beans.
6.
Okay. I'm gonna take none of those options.
4.
Yep. They're nice and thick. Thanks, Shadow Badger. Yeah, it's been over a year now since we were engaged. But the wedding is coming up quick. It is. I'm gonna put this back in the vacuum bag. How good does that look, though? So excited for this. Okay, we got our bacon. And then our homemade sausages. They're so cute. Bacon cheeseburger. So this same bacon we ground up nice and fine, mixed it with beef brisket and some cheddar cheese, a little bit of breadcrumbs, some herbs. And then we stuffed it into natural casings. That was last weekend. So if you want to see how we made the sausage mix, used our grinder and stuffed them, go back to last Saturday's stream. Yes, Elvin. Wherein was he on stream, Sam? Sunday? I believe he was in stream on Sunday and his girlfriend was in the hospital or something. So he didn't stay for very long, but he is alive. I do know that. Okay, so just washing off our knife, no cross-contamination. You love full English with black pudding. Sadly, that's the only thing we don't have today. I guess we're doing more of a Canadian version. Yeah, of course. The day you had to miss the stream. I don't have black pudding. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But I will say that it is something that I do eat. I am proud. I'm like kind of weird with irony flavors. So I didn't eat it for a long time. Even when I was like chefing it up and like eating all sorts of stuff, I was like, ugh, blood pudding, couldn't do it. But I tried it last year and it was actually really good. Didn't taste like blood. So the name is deceiving of the flavor. You're English and drunk. This is perfect. I guess I should open up a beer then. Yeah, full. We are doing a 3/4 breakfast today. We are doing a 7/8. This is what I'm gonna open up for Sam and I. A little bit of sipping while food is cooking. An apple Belgian. 6%. This burnished Belgian ale features fall flavors of apple, dried fruit, warm spices, and a good dose of malty toastiness. A perfect pairing for all of your adventures. Yep, hash browns. That's why the oven's beeping at us right now. Got to get them on the sheet pan and start baking them. Why do I not see the bottle opener? Let us see. We can keep going. This beer is like doesn't have a lot of head, which I actually don't mind. That one can be Sam's. I'll do a better pour for him. Yeah, it's Friday. Cheers. Guys, hope you're staying safe. That's all I can say.
Thank you.
That is an apple Belgian. Oh, we gave Sam the beer and now he's dying on his video game.
I'm getting a beer and I'm trying to...
Oh, that's delicious. So refreshing. It's kind of like a beer and cider. You're definitely getting all of the apple flavor. I like it. And it does have like a good little alcohol kick at the end. Okay, so since our oven is ready, let's prep up our hash browns. So we just need a baking tray and then either parchment paper, or I'm just gonna use the trick for these hash browns to getting them really nice and crispy is not using anything under them. Remember doing that once and realizing it. So Cavendish hash browns. Hell yeah, from the freezer. These things are awesome. Hey, Master Louie. It has been a while. I've been good. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I don't have any complaints, really. Cavendish, named for the cyclist. Get the rest of those back into the freezer. That's bananas. No, these are legit. Because we are going to do something that you guys have never seen before. I like to dress mine with everything bagel seasoning. The sesame, the onion flakes, and like the poppy seeds on there. Super good. Yeah, super good. I tried that one time. And now Sam and I are hooked. So these are gonna go into the oven, and then we can get our other 2 pans ready. So we need 1 pan for our meats. Sorry, 3 pans ready. 1 pan for our meats, 1 for our vegetables, and 1 for our eggs. Gonna do a 7-minute timer for those. And we're gonna go over to the stovetop now. Cartoon Sam, thank you for the follow. You quit your job in the oil industry. Oh, you've been working for security lately, and how's that going? Okay, big meat pan. Then I gotta get the grill pan from under the oven. So turn on this guy to medium-high heat. What's this? Buck GB, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Onion Squad. Okay, this big guy. It is large and in charge, but it works great. So good for grilling veggies. So we'll get that one onto medium-high heat as well. Welcome in, Buck. Hope you enjoy your emotes and your sub badges and no ads. Gotta love that. And, well, gotta get our beaner pot on. So medium heat there. And then, lastly, the frying pan for my eggs is in the oven preheating because, well, my stovetop is full. So while the hash browns are cooking, my egg pan is heating up, and then all we have to do is crack our eggs into there in like the last 5 minutes, and we're good to go. Those don't look like your English Heinz beans. They are not. They are my homemade beans with brisket and bacon in them. They're a little bit fancier. So hopefully that makes up for me not having blood pudding. Okay, now we can salt and pepper our vegetables while everything is heating up. What's in the beans? I used pinto and great white northern beans, bacon, brisket, tomato paste, thyme, garlic, and onion. And then just a little bit of stock and apple cider vinegar to loosen it up. Yeah, our gas prices here, like we have, I think the highest in Canada is we were paying like $1.50 per liter. Now it's at $1.24 or something today on the way home. It's like dropped 10 cents in the last week. But it's nice though, we're not paying so much for gas anymore. Okay, our mushrooms and tomatoes are ready to go. Our meat pan is almost hot. Just gonna get a little bit of pepper on our vegetables. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's a waiting game of sorts. So whenever our pan is nice and hot, we can put those on. And we don't have to grease the pan because we have our olive oil in the marinade. So I think I'm good to put our bacon and sausage in. Nice little sizzle when we drop it in. I'm gonna put some bacon by it so the bacon fat kind of renders out and help the sausage not stick. Oh, that smells good. This little guy up there. I think we can fit 2 more. Oh, yeah. Get it in there. It smells smoky already. Just gonna wash my hands. Okay, so we just need to grab our eggs out of the fridge. Have those at our hand. Now you want English breakfast. I'm sorry. Holy. Hotels went down that much? You want to travel to Australia when this thing is over with the exchange rate? Did it drop a lot? Yeah, in 5 hours or so. I'm gonna get some tongs out. We should be able to cook this on the stovetop. I turned the pan down to more of a medium heat so it doesn't cook too quick. It's looking good though. And then we can give our little beaners a stir. And our timer is about to go off. So that was 7 minutes for the hash browns. I think they might be around the halfway mark. Let's just have a peek. Oh, not yet. Let's go 2 more. Couple more minutes, and then we'll flip them and put the seasoning on. It's 60 cents to the dollar? Well, we were pretty much there though. Like, Canada is not doing that much better. Okay, let's put some veggies on. It should sizzle when you drop them on. And then I'm gonna try and put them with like a flat side on the grill. I just think they'll cook better that way than having the round side on it. Tomatoes. I actually love grilled tomatoes with breakfast. You don't want to put anything too close together though, because then it's going to steam instead of grilling. We still want to get some grill marks on there. And then I'm not going to turn this pan down at all. It's going to stay on a medium-high heat. And I'll just kind of watch the veggies as they keep cooking on here. Okay, I don't think we can squish anything else on except I only have like 4 mushrooms left. That's fine. That's fine. Ghost drank my tea. Hello. How are you? Hey, Mega. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. We're popping off over here. We're sizzling. We're frying. Okay, real quick, popping over to cutting board. First things first, we're gonna flip this. You can see there's not a ton of color on the hash browns yet. But we're getting there. The key is to flip them halfway through. And see, they don't stick to the pan, or they shouldn't. Come in with our bagel seasoning. So sea salt, sesame seeds, onion flakes, and poppy seeds. All of the English folks watching this right now are just like, Kate, what have you done? What are you doing to this full English right now? But believe me, this is so good with potatoes. Back in. I'm gonna do another 5. Perfect. Let's see how our meat's doing. Yeah, what have I done? This is looking so good. So slowly cooking our sausages. How's our bacon? Oh my gosh. Looking amazing. It's curling up. I actually totally dislike when bacon does this. I guess we need another stream goal. A bacon press. A bacon press, guys. We don't like curly bacon strips, but that's typically why I like to bake mine in the oven. I just thought it would be nice to show you guys the fry up on the stovetop. No, it's actually a thing though. You guys, yeah, good one, Kate. A bacon press. A bacon press. I should do a Scottish breakfast next with Lorne sausage, square sausage. What? I need to know about this. That sounds amazing, hey Mega. Yeah, there's square sausage? Let's check our veg. We getting any grill marks? Oh yeah, we're getting there. Gonna do a little flip, I think, on the tomatoes. I'm gonna come in with some tweezers. We're gonna be nimble. Tomatoes sometimes like to stick just because they are so juicy. But our mushrooms, there's no stick in there. Hey, I'm thinking once we flip our mushrooms, now I'm gonna go back to the tongs. I'm gonna turn this down just a touch. Mushrooms are getting a bit dark. We're gonna get the eggs into the pan. And then that means we are, well, about 5 minutes away. These are really nice griddle marks. And that is due in part to the balsamic vinegar that we used in the marinade. It really helps them caramelize. It's my favorite for veggies. Yeah, did we just become friends? Lorne sausage, haggis, and tatty scones? Tatty scones, what? We need to make this. Okay, real quick. Get these eggers in. Oh, I'm gonna be very gross. But you guys will also love me. And I'm gonna go for a scoop of bacon fat to cook my eggs in. Now that's a fry up. How am I gonna do this? Because that pan's hot, remember guys. Well, we're gonna do it like that, chat. We go for the scoop. Yes. Boom. Yum. We are in T minus 5 minutes, friends. We go from the fry up to the plate up. Seriously, breakfast for dinner. One of the easiest Friday night dinners. The sounds. So much sizzle. Oh, bacon's popping. Right, guys, we got our eggies. I'm gonna put them into the oven. You guys are like, what are you doing, Kate? I always vowed when I first started cooking brunch, which was actually with Sam when I met him in the kitchen for the first time. This is like over 6 years ago. I was not that good at cooking brunch because, well, I had a weird thing with eggs. But I always said because it was difficult that I would become really good at it. So that's what I always strive to do. And then you just learn all these little tricks, different ways to cook your brunch foods. I'm gonna turn off our meat pan here. I'm gonna say our sausages are definitely cooked as well as our bacon. Turn over this one sausage as well as this guy. You can see there is juices coming out of there. Got very crispy bacon. I'm gonna pull some pieces out if I feel like they're getting too dark. This guy is still okay. That guy can go there. And then same thing with our veggies. Coming off. Beans. They're bubbling away. Give those guys a little stir-y. Really like this consistency for the beans. Not too liquidy, but not too thick. Gonna give them a try, see if they need any seasoning. Some of that bacon is too crisp for my liking. Just gonna say that now. I am not happy with that. Okay, I'm gonna get a plate out to put our fry up stuff on. And we can actually start plating. Canada Land, Canuckia. Canadark. I've never heard that one. Yeah, baked eggs. Bacon is so hard to time, especially, I mean, when it's homemade, is, well, you don't have like as much control as the way that they prepare it in the factories, right? So if you put a little bit more sugar in your brine, it is gonna brown up a lot quicker than the store-bought stuff. Okay. Rick Mercer's Talking with Americans. I should watch that after this. A little check. Eggs are baking away. They're looking great. Sunny side up. Guys, I'm gonna come over to the cutting board here. Brown up, caramelize. The Maillard reaction, yes. I love when you guys use those words in chat. Yeah, hey, you ever get the munchies really bad? Like when your gummies kick in? Never had that experience yet. But we are gonna be doing some R&D for our friend that wanted us to make gummies. so I'll let you know. I am not gonna do the beans on the plate first because they might spread out too much at first. But what we are gonna get onto here is our bacon for sure. I'm just gonna take a few pieces here. And then the thing with the fry up is you can really just choose your own destiny, how you want to plate stuff. That looks so dark. It's actually not burnt, guys. You know I wouldn't lie to you. But it's definitely caramelized. It's almost at the limit. Let's just say that. Okay, I got my cute little sausage. This plate's almost too big. We need more on the fry up. I'm gonna turn this oven up just a touch to crisp up these hash browns while we're plating. And then the eggs will cook quicker as well. So coming in with a really big cast iron pan. Get some of our griddled veggies on here. This is just a mess. A beautiful, delicious mess though. Nice. Like, check that out. I'm gonna go over there. Okay, next up, our beaners. Beans usually go in the middle, right, guys? Kind of fill that void, the space. Beautiful plating. Very nice. This little sausage link is just something else. Or you put the beans in a separate bowl if you're fancy or strange. Yeah, I like mixing my beans with all that stuff. It all tastes really good together. Eggies. Oh ho ho! We might get a little basting action right now. Check those babies. Oven's off. Where did my bacon fat spoon go? Oh. Sam. Beautiful. Mostly full English breakfast, other than the black pudding. Was that the Pornhub theme playing? I don't know what Sam and Vune are up to. They said they were going to Lear at the bar. Maybe they're doing other stuff. Cut our nice little egg. And don't break the yolk. Okay, get this big guy out. Yep, stovetop's full. We might have to evacuate our sausage to the other side. Evacuate, quick! Good thing it wasn't under quarantine. Okay, last piece. Last piece to our breakfast for dinner puzzle. Our hashing browns. Yeah, Kate breaks the yolk. 12 people unfollow. We just need to season our egg. Yeah, but Mom, I want 2 eggs. You got lots of other protein. Eat your beans, Timmy. Yeah, I thought the plate wasn't gonna be big enough, right? We don't got any toast. We're not toasting. We didn't pick up any fresh bread today. So that's what we did. A mostly full English breakfast. Kate style. That's all. That's all there is to it. I'm gonna take a quick photo and then we get to munch. Thank you, Cookie. Thank you for the 2,500 biddies. Thank you, thank you. Spoiled. You like that I kind of separated it? Thank you, hey Mega. Yeah, we need a dash of HP, hey? We don't have that in the house. Well, that wasn't a very nice photo, was it?
Ta-da!
Teddy ear. Okay, I got it. Love Sammy's plate. Now that is like pretty much, I don't know how much fuller you could get. Here's your fork. I'm gonna try the bacon because this is what I'm weary of right now.
What are you weary about it for?
I think I just got it too dark. But it honestly tastes amazing. Does your piece have a little burnt tinge?
Nope.
Mine doesn't. Yeah, 3 days of 2,000 calorie diets in one meal. He does intermittent fasting. Sammy used Tony Chachere's. It's an American thing.
Real good.
So good. It's like a seasoning salt with herbs and spices. Right? An unplanned fast. Swamp salt? Is that what you guys call it, dongs? We've never tried Slap Ya Mama. Need that. Yolks. No yolks about it. Scooter Beach. Thank you very much for the 2 months of support. It's been so awesome having you on stream. Thanks for always tuning in. We gotta go for the dip. I think we need to get some, dongs. What? Don't clip that. We need to get some Slap Ya Mama Cajun seasoning, dongs, for thee. There's a doggo at the back door. That's a really hot hash brown. I'm gonna try some of our vegetables. I really like the oil and vinegar on the tomato. It's just really simple. It lets the tomato shine. Mushrooms are good, have some nice char flavor, and they still have a little bit of bite, so they're not completely mushy and soggy. Beaners, oh man, they're so good, right? They're seriously so good. Remember what on the stream that we made these, everyone was going nuts. They're like, those aren't beans, that is like meat with beans in it. Someone's like, those are like godlike beans. And yeah, they're not Heinz. Yeah, like, other than me teaching you guys about food, I mean, you guys teach me a lot of stuff as well. Just general knowledge. We got an educated community. Let's get into our bacon cheesing burger sausage.
Oh, yeah.
What, Annie?
The tier 1 sub to Battles.
Oh, yeah.
Anisoterics gifted a tier 1 sub to Cleveland Streamers.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome in, guys.
Anisoterics gifted a tier 1 sub to Iceberg 2768.
Oh,
Ice.
yeah.
Anisoterics gifted a tier 1 sub to Shadow Badger Ichabod.
Oh, yeah.
Mickey, 8 months. Also a mod.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Mikey Zero Blue.
All right, guys, welcome in. Baffles, Shadow Badger Ichiban, Cleveland Streamers, Mickey Obi, Iceberg,
Gifted a tier
2768.
2C.
Oh, Sam, wait a second. I was like, where did he go? Thank you, Sammy. Thanks, Sammy.
Omdog gifted a tier 1 sub to Vanapur.
Oh,
Well, I guess we got a train of sorts coming in, don't we, friends?
The tier 1 sub to Growox.
Oh, it's so fast, right?
yeah.
It's so good.
Tier 1 sub to Casablanca.
And that's like me not even temping it. Like, it could be juicier, I think. Thank you so much, guys, for everything. You always spoil us.
This is really good.
And honestly, as always, I wish you guys could taste all of this. Look at how good Sam did on his plate, and I haven't even touched this. But for the most part, I don't get like super messy on stream with you guys. Satisfying stream. This plus the beer.
Mm-hmm. The beer's delicious.
Oh man. Like all of the strong alcohol flavor is gone when you drink the beer with this meal. Yeah, breakfast for dinner, guys. That's where it's at. And this is just another variation. So, full English breakfast has been made since the 13th century.
4 years more.
So, tomorrow on stream, as a reminder, also, thank you ZMax65 for the follow. So, stream is going to be a bit later tomorrow because I am going to pick up my wedding dress. Ah, can't believe it's that time. So, I am planning to start around 1 or 2 p.m. Pacific time. And then on stream tomorrow, we get to use, well, the last thing that you guys crushed on our bit goal. So we get to use our wok finally. So we're doing some outdoor cooking. Chinese fried chicken wings and Szechuan green beans from the Jet Tila cookbook, 101 Asian dishes you need to cook before you die. And then just some rice on the side. It's going to be fun. So this wok is going over an open fire on the grill. No idea what's gonna happen. Can we raid Graham? Yes, we can. I mean, I feel like we shouldn't leave before the hype train is over, though. Well, it's like you're walking down the platform and you're like, I'm on time. And the train just like starts pulling away. You're like, no. Okay, I guess I gotta keep up with Sammy. How fast can Kate finish her breakfast for dinner? Thank you, B Sultan, for the 500 biddies. I mean, you guys don't have to go crazy on it. But I just feel like it would be weird if I left before it ended. Doesn't mean that you have to complete it. Because we like getting all the different emotes from it. You don't always gotta take it there. And then, Sunday stream, like I said earlier, some of you were definitely not in here. We get to use another goodie for my birthday. This beautiful tagine to make a Moroccan chicken tagine. So, lots of chicken coming up this weekend.
Yum.
Full English. Are you full?
Nagi's dessert.
Oh, dang. He's full, but he's German. Yeah, you gots to tune in. I've been wanting it for forever. Thank you, guys, for the level 2. Yes, we did get a new emote. Thanks so much, guys. Yes. Have no fear. Dessert is here. Yes. Bye, Buck. Thank you for the sub today. Okay, we are going to raid Tabatai Cooking. He's in Japan. He's doing some IRL streaming with a gimbal that we have touched.
Yeah.
It's been touched by us. So a fellow food and drink
Touched by
streamer
Kate.
who we have met in person. He's amazing. Please, let's go show some love to Graham because he's traveling all alone.
There's no one there beside him.
Yeah, in some ways, you've touched us all. No, we can't say that on Twitch. Okay, guys. See you a little bit later tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for everything. Love you.